Here, everyone. Councillor Foster.
Present.
Councillor Van Leeuwen. I don't see Councillor Van Leeuwen yet. Councillor McElwain.
Present.
Councillor Kittredge.
Present.
Councillor Dunsmore.
Here.
Councillor McCrae.
Here.
Okay, so we'll keep. I didn't receive anything from Councillor Van Leeuwen, so hopefully he'll join in a minute. Ask if there's any disclosure of pecuniary interest with anything under the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, with anything on the agenda today. Okay, and first up, any addendums or corrections to the agenda? That's a new one. Part of the new procedures bylaw, I guess. Section 4, approval and adoption of minutes. And we have 3 sets of minutes. I'll read the recommendation that the minutes of the Special Committee of the Whole Procedure Bylaw meeting held May 10th, 2021, Committee of the Whole pre-budget meeting held June 21st, 2021, and the Committee of the Whole meeting held June 21st, 2021 be adopted as circulated. Can I have a motion for that, please? Councillor McCrae, seconded by Councillor Dunsmore. Any concerns with the minutes? All in favor? Opposed? Councillor McElwain, I didn't see your hand on either.
There was a reason for that, Kelly. I froze, so.
Okay, that's what I was making sure of.
I'm back in action, I think.
Okay. How did you vote on the approval and adoption of minutes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Got to make sure that when no hands are gone up, that there isn't a freezer. Presentations, announcements. At this time, I will turn things over to Wayne Dyce, the president, and Michelle Phillips, the board chair from Southern Wellington Hydro, for their annual report and audit. Welcome, Wayne, and welcome, Michelle.
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Good stuff. Well, thank you, Your Worship, and council members for having us here today. As you know, I'm the president at Southern Wellington Hydro. And as mentioned, we also have the chair of the Southern Wellington Hydro's board of directors with us, Michelle Phillips. And of course, Councillor Foster is also a director of the Southern Wellington Hydro board. So it's hard to believe that that a year has gone by since the last time that we provided you with a report of our activities. Unfortunately, under the same circumstances through a remote meeting like this, but nonetheless, we're happy to be here with you and being able to present you with our 2020 report. As you will have seen, the report follows an ingrained theme at Southern Wellington Hydro of customer focus, whether it's staff at the front desk, along with the billing team, making sure customers' needs are being met, or operations staff out in our neighborhoods addressing our customers' needs. Our customers always come first. Even in 2020, which was an especially trying time for our customers, our staff worked diligently to assist them with online account setups, billing settlement flexibility, and signing up for assistance programs. There's a table in the report that shows the numerous changes that our billing staff had to accommodate and implement, which added workload to their normal functions. So on all accounts, it was a very busy year with added workload and personal stress, of course. As can be seen, though, from the statistics in the report, staff was still able to meet and exceed all the regulatory targets. Similarly, our operations staff had a different year like everyone else, but they adapted to the new health and safety requirements due to COVID in a professional manner that shows the commitment to safety, both for our staff and the public safety. Maintenance and capital projects were slower to get started, although all planned projects were completed. And of course, keeping the lights on and dealing with outage restoration was, as always, it's a key focal point. And on that note, our system reliability continues to eclipse the provincial average statistics, and our customers can count on their energy needs being met and their quality of power being uninterrupted, which is something that we take pride in. A little farther in the report, you'll have seen there's the completed audited financials for Central Wellington Hydro, and our finances remain stable. We continually build equity in the company and reinvest in our system, all while providing the shareholder with dependable annual profit. I guess the numbers speak for themselves there. As far as future activities in 2021, it got off to a rocky start, of course, with the stay-at-home order and changes to rates and assistance programs. But we have weathered that quite well, and our operations staff even got a little jump on capital projects, which are well underway this year. And as explained in the report, we have started the process of developing our 5-year cost of service rate rebasing application that will be submitted to the Ontario Energy Board in Q1 of 2022. And our board of directors and some management staff had a regulatory workshop at the end of 2020 to devise our game plan for the process, which worked into strategy sessions and revising our business plan as a first step to ensure that the direction we take aligns with our mission, vision, and values. Staff has been working with an engineering firm to complete an asset condition assessment on all major equipment in our system, which will in turn feed into a distribution system plan to substantiate the forecasted budgets over the 5-year period for this specific cost of service application. Part of the process is engaging with our customers and gathering their input into our plans, which will take place in the coming months. And as a first step to customer engagement, we've had a short video put together by a local graphic designing student that explains where Central Wellington Hydro fits into the industry as a local distribution company. And this is kind of hot off the press. I just got this morning. It's not public yet. It might go through some edits, but I'm going to try and share my screen here. It's only about 1.5 minutes long, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play this now.
At Central Wellington Hydro, our mission is to provide safe, reliable, and efficient delivery of electricity within the township of Central Wellington, while being accountable to our shareholders, the citizens of Central Wellington. The electrical system in Ontario has many moving parts and takes tens of...
I'm maybe going to stop that. Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah, we can. We just can't see your video.
You weren't seeing the video. I wondered. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you.
I'm going to try and start that over again and share the right screen. So we'll try this one. And I have a whole, let's see here. Okay. Now this should be better with any luck.
At Central Wellington Hydro, our mission is to provide safe, reliable, and efficient delivery of electricity within the township of Central Wellington, while being accountable to our shareholders, the citizens of Central Wellington. The electrical system in Ontario has many moving parts and takes tens of thousands of people to keep the lights on. So today, we would like to discuss how we fit into providing electricity for whatever your needs are. The process starts with generators that produce power in a variety of ways. Most of the electricity in Ontario is made from nuclear and hydropower, with other large-scale generation in the province, including natural gas, wind, and solar. The electricity generated from these plants is then taken by the transmitters and delivered to local distribution companies like us. When we receive power from these transmitters, we deliver it to residential, commercial, and industrial customers that live, work, and play in our community. While it may seem straightforward, there are dozens of checks and balances along the way to ensure safety and quality. We work with organizations like the Ontario Energy Board to ensure rates are fair and governmental policies are followed, as well as the Independent Electricity System Operator to manage and monitor the electricity flow throughout the province and ensure there is always supply for the demand. We hope this video has shed some light on where we sit in the Ontario electrical system. We will continue to work hard to provide reliable power for you and our community.
Good. So, as mentioned, that was just a kind of a start to what the customer engagement will be as far as kicking it off. And like I said, in the next coming months, we'll be moving ahead with that customer engagement. With any luck, able to have some in-person sessions again in the fall. So. As far as the industry as a whole, some of the changes in the last 12 months include the new CEO at the OEB, Susanna Zagar, who has been in the position for about a year, and her experience in change management is shining through with numerous activities taking shape, from internal restructuring and splitting the administrative and executive staff from the adjudicative side of things, and improving communications between the OEB and utilities. And that's something that we're happy to see, and we continue to work collaboratively with the Czech group on that front. And more recently, we have a new energy minister, which came from the cabinet shuffle the Ford government did a month ago. And so the new minister is the Honorable Todd Smith, and he was the opposition critic for the Conservatives when the Liberals were in power. So he has a good understanding of the portfolio, and it should be fairly seamless, a fairly seamless transition. And so that's all that I had really in the way of introducing the report. Of course, there's a lot of detail in the report and numbers, and I would be more than happy to take any questions that anyone might have.
Thanks very much, Wayne, for that overview and the video. Appreciate that. And I will turn it to Council for any questions. We'll go around the room. Councillor McCrae?
Thank you, Marilyn. I don't have any questions, just congratulations to Center Wellington Hydro. I've heard a number of positive comments about your service, so keep up the great work.
Councillor Dunsmore?
Yeah, I know I have no questions either, and I just want to thank them for the hard work they put in and great customer service.
Councillor Kittredge?
I have no questions at this time. I just want to say, Wayne, you just did a great job. You know, full report, and also your customer service is excellent. Thank you.
Councillor McElwain?
No questions, just congratulations again, Wayne, on exceeding targets, not just meeting them. Well done, and the same every year.
Councillor Van Leeuwen?
Thanks. Yeah, the same as everyone else, Wayne. I don't think I can add to that. And Center Wellington Hydro has been such a valuable asset to our community. And I think a lot of people who are on Hydro One are on the outskirts would love to kind of get hooked up. So hopefully you can keep pushing that way, Wayne. I know that you have in the past, and we have lots of conversations on that. But yeah, keep up the good work, and hopefully get more customer base as well someday.
Councillor Foster sits on is the council rep on the CW Hydro board, so left him for the last comments. Councillor Foster?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to affirm all the positive feedback from my colleagues on council. I've
fully confident in Center Wellington Hydro. We never think about the hydro until the lights don't come on or our computers don't run. But I honestly believe our community's in excellent hands thanks to the leadership of Wayne and Michelle on the board. Just one question, Wayne, for the benefit of the listening public. I wondered if you could just maybe highlight to what extent you've noticed folks maybe struggling to pay their bills this year with the pandemic. Did you find many that struggled to meet their hydro bill, Wayne?
Yeah, no, thank you, Councillor Foster. It's a great question because it was certainly a trying year, as everyone knows. And
Exactly.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah, it certainly was a trying year, and we absolutely had customers that struggled, residential customers and some smaller businesses, of course, that were hit the hardest by the shutdowns, and even customers that of ours, residential customers that found themselves working at home. I'm sure a number of them saved some money on gas because they weren't traveling to and fro their office, but they were using more electricity at home, more dependent on it, little higher bills. So the measures that the provincial government did in freezing all rates at the lower rate, 24 hours a day for, it was a number of months what it added up to in the 12-month period or so. So that certainly helped. And the assistance programs helped as well. And, I can't say enough about our customer service staff that works closely with our customers. And it's to, kudos to them because we haven't experienced an influx in, delinquent accounts and, on all accounts, even our small businesses have fared fairly well. So we're really very fortunate. Some of the utilities, in a little the bigger centers, maybe can't say the same, but in our area, I think we live in such a great community, and there's been such great support for the local businesses, and I think that's what helped them as well. So.
Great, thanks very much for that, Wayne. It's good. That's good to hear. I know when I talk to other municipalities, they're fairly envious of the relationship that we have with our hydro, and the fact that as a small town, we have our own utility here that has great customer service rates. So I know that's something that CW Hydro prides itself in, and it's something that comes across whenever you do those surveys. It's pretty clear that people are pretty happy with Center Wellington Hydro, and that's because we have such a good team there. So make sure you thank your whole team for counsel from this community as well, Wayne, and thanks for coming today. We should receive this for information, so I am going to read a recommendation that the Council of the Township of Center Wellington receive the Center Wellington Hydro 2020 Annual Report and approved audited financial statements for Center Wellington Hydro and Center Wellington Energy, Inc. for information. Can I have a mover for that, please? Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Dunsmore. All in favor? And that is carried. Thanks very much again, Wayne. Same time next year?
Well, maybe in person though.
Yeah, no, yeah, let's do it in person. Good idea.
Right on. Thank you, everyone.
You'll bring the treats?
I promise.
Okay. Make sure that's in the minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks. No delegations today. Consideration of reports. The first report we have is an application to operate a toll booth by the Fergus Firefighters. And you have a report there. It's always great to see this happening, especially these days. I don't know, Carrie, if anybody wants to add anything to this report. It's pretty self-explanatory. Does anybody have any questions about this? Okay, so I'll read the recommendation that the Council of the Township of Center Wellington authorizes the mayor and clerk to execute a bylaw authorizing a fundraising activity in the form of soliciting by a toll booth on Tower Street in Fergus on Saturday, September 11th, 2021, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. by the Fergus Firefighters Association on behalf of Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I have a mover for that, please. Councillor Dunsmore, second by Councillor Foster. All in favor? And that is carried. Again, a huge thank you to our Fergus firefighters for doing this again this year. This is a great cause, and make sure everybody in the community we get the word out there that we crossed that bridge on September the 11th, 2021. Okay, moving on to 7.2, an interesting item on our agenda, the sale of the Tall Man sculpture. And I will see that Dorothy has joined our call here, and I'll turn it over to Dorothy to explain this report. Welcome, Dorothy.
Thank you. Through you, Mayor Linton. A while ago, I had been approached by the previous owners of the Tall Man, and actually that's not his real official name. I found out his official name is called Who's in Charge. I think the Tall Man is just a local tag he picked up over the years. So we were approached by them to consider taking over the ownership of this sculpture, because the current owners they've all gone their separate ways now, and there's only a couple people left in town from that committee. So we felt the need to take over the ownership of him, as he is the most popular, or one of the most popular photographed icons in town. He just recently went through an extensive repair this past summer, and I believe it cost about $800 to repair him. So he is in very good shape. So we reached out to SB Law, and we had a bill of sale drawn up. We are officially, with your approval, ready to adopt him and take him under our wing as part of our township inventory. And moving forward, because he is in such good shape, we're probably only looking at a couple $100 every year or two to just do touch-ups on him. So I think he's going to be around for a long time, and he'll continue to be a photographed hot item in town. So that's my summary.
Thanks very much, Dorothy. And I think all of us, when we go downtown Elora, we see a lot of pictures being taken at that statue. Any questions from council? Councillor McElwain?
It's actually not a question. It's just wanted to mention that the actual legal name provided by Scott McNichol, the artist, it's a question of who's in charge, not just who's in charge. So I don't know if that makes a difference to your legal paperwork or not, but I thought I should update that.
That's the first I've heard those words. I always thought it was who's in charge.
It's written on the plaque, actually, right beside him, that
it's
a question of who's in charge.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments, questions from council? Okay, I'll read the recommendation that the Council of the Township of Center Wellington authorize the mayor and clerk to execute a bill of sale between Gwen Swick and Randall Coriel and the township to the purchase of an existing statue of Who's in Charge, also known as the Tall Man, located in the Elora green space for a cost of $0. Can I have a motion for that? Councillor McElwain, seconded by Councillor McCray. All in favor? And we now own the Tall Man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dorothy, for that. Next items, we have 3 information items. We have the Tender Award Committee report from April to June that was put together by our Managing Director of Corporate Services. We have the minutes from the Economic Development Task Force, and we have the tracking list. Any questions on any of those 3 information items? Okay. And that's all we have for today. Can we have a motion to adjourn? Councillor Kittredge, seconded by Councillor Van Leeuwen. All in favor? And we are adjourned. Have a good rest of the day and good rest of the week.